Alright, hello and hi. My name's Dale. I went to an AYWI summer intensive this past summer and it was absolutely amazing. If you are considering going, absolutely do it. But today I really just want to talk about some tips that I found really helpful when you're kind of in that awkward beginning of the writing process, when you get this new idea and you're like, well, where do I go from here? Here's some things that I found to be really helpful in sort of helping you get your act together. Tip 1. Get one of these. This will be your new best friend, significant other, nightstand companion. This will live in your purse like mine does because I have a really big purse. This will be with you everywhere. And this needs to be solely devoted to this one idea that you're working on. You can have other composition books for other free writes or other ideas or whatever, but keep everything for this one storyline, this one idea, in this composition book. And make sure you like it. Because you're not going to want to hang out with an ugly boyfriend. You're not going to want to hang out with an ugly composition book. So get you a composition book and make sure you like it, because you're going to want to spend time with it. And you're going to need to spend time with it. Step 2. Organize this thing. I'm one of those people that kind of has the whole organized chaos thing going on. Like, everything looks like it's in shambles, but I promise you I know where it all is. I found that doesn't really work for writing, especially with new ideas. Because then you're going to get these little snippets and pieces, and then they're going to be everywhere, and you're like, I don't even know where this was supposed to go, or if it even goes with what I'm thinking anymore. It's just bad. So I write everything about this story on the right side of my page. That was a lot of rights in one sentence. And then on the left side, or the back side, or whatever, I do all my planning. Or any sort of planning thing that you have. Character development, or descriptions, or character webs. I put mine on the left side, and then I put my actual story on the right side. Because I also have page numbers, because I'm that kind of kid. It makes me feel like I'm getting something done. But find an organization that works for you. Because if you're anything like me, you're going to get these crazy scatterbrained thoughts. It's like, oh, here's the beginning. Oh, here's like some random part in the middle. Oh, here, now I have the end. That's awesome. Here's another part in the middle. And you're going to have to try to figure yourself out somehow. You don't have to write in order. I'm one of those people that really likes to write in order, and it kills me when I don't. But deal with it, because it's all in here, and so it'll all be okay. Tip number 3. I'm one of those people that is very visual. If I can't really see what's going on in my head, I have a really hard time writing it. You've kind of got your characters in your head, but not entirely. You've got sort of that rough outline. You've got that gut feeling that they give you, that when they first pop in your head, like, okay, this is the essence of what they are. I get myself on Google Images, and I'm like, okay, he's got red hair and brown eyes. Type it in. And I'll look through pictures until I find someone, random stock photo, whatever it is. They don't necessarily have to look just like I want my character to look, but they have to give me that vibe. You feel your character, like, okay, this is who I'm writing. Because even giving a face to it, for me, even if it's not the perfect face, giving a face to my characters helps me see everything a lot better. When you give your characters even that little bit of flesh and bone, even just on a computer screen, it helps me visualize it better, and so I can write it a lot easier. And it also helps me separate them at the very beginning. And you're like, how do your characters run together? If you're doing something complicated that has a lot of characters, like 10,000 characters, they could all run together in your head. If you're writing something like that, then I would definitely suggest something like this to help you keep them organized. I will have a little picture, have their full name, and then I'll have, in my little character descriptions in here, I'll have everything about them. From the way that they walk, to the way they hold their shoulders, their little nervous, habity thing. It's the little details that you may or may not ever use that will really help flesh your character out, that will help you write them. Tip 4. I write better when I'm like leaning up in some corner with my knees all curled up, and then I can like bear down on my knees and write. That's just me. That's kind of my inspiration spot. I don't know. And of course, writing is kind of a noble thing. Like, wherever inspiration hits you, then okay, quick, write this down before you forget it, because I forget mine in like 2 seconds. It's obnoxious. No, it can be anywhere, but I've just found that I write best like that. I don't know. I found that some people don't need this. I talked to a buddy of mine, and he totally laughed in my face and was like, "Hey Dale, you're a freak." Okay. So I don't know if anybody else has their little magic spot that they get into, but maybe try. Okay, this is my writing spot. It gets you in that mindset. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna do my homework, I'm not gonna worry about feeding the cat right now, sorry, you're gonna have to wait like 30 minutes, you're gonna be alright. Right now, you're gonna write, because you're in your little writing spot, you got your magical little composition book, you got your pencil or your pen. I write in pencil because I erase too much. So yeah, those are my tips for right now. Hopefully I will have more for you later on, but that's it.